You're listening to My Band Rocks, an audio biography, and my name is Keir DuBois. I'm not a real musician, but I play one on the internet. Since 1996, I've been a bassist and lyricist in several Southern California bands and side projects. The Mojo Wire, Honey White, Low Tide, Rad Blaster, and my own solo releases. In this podcast, I'm going to tell you all about it. And in this episode, I talk about My Band Rocks by Honey White, my second band's first demo EP.
Come on, love, you can't afford to waste another year.
Demo discs are strange animals. They're tangled up with unwritten rules about recording skill, song sequence, palatable hooks, smart but not too smart lyrics, professional composition, and a million other subjective attributes. Demos without those things will allegedly never ever get noticed by anyone whose opinion matters. And yet the least boring, most unique demos often sport amateur production value, tentative or unfocused aesthetics, and limited musical proficiency. EP discs are weird too. A relic of the vinyl era, they're often the first release by emerging indie groups. Not a single, not an album, but maybe more of a bargain than either. An EP needn't be encumbered by concepts or themes inevitably attached to full albums. An EP is free to be the incomplete opening salvo in a band's never-ending war to make people care. Honey White's first release, My Band Rocks, is both a demo and an EP, with all the benefits and drawbacks of both formats. However, it also displayed more range and promise than we had any right to expect after only 4 months playing together. And that was down to all 4 band members.
The day you threw me back out in the open, I fell apart 1,000 times and then I hit the ground so hard I knew that everything was...
When my brother Bryn and I took a second plunge by forming another band after the Mojo Wire imploded, we gambled and scored big with bandmates. Our longtime friend Brian Wolf joined as second guitarist. We recruited jazz-trained Colorado seasoned punker Billy Fedderson on drums. And in no time we started jamming at Earl Arnold's Table Salt rehearsal space. We clicked immediately on both musical and personal levels, fusing our differing aesthetic tastes and playing styles into a deft, subtle expression of power. Thanks to our tiny Mojo Wire era network of friends and fans, gig offers appeared within days, and Honey White played our first show only a month into the band's existence. We got really good really fast, but recording was a tougher nut to crack. I tried taping rehearsals, but soon got in over my head trying to improve on the lo-fi Mojo Wire albums. So I enrolled in a studio course with local engineer Mark Anthony. I didn't finish the course. Turned out engineering wasn't for me, but Mark offered to record our demo, and so we soon did just that at his home studio in Santa Barbara. It was the first time Bryn, Brian, and I had ever recorded with a professional engineer, but thankfully he let us track most of the songs live, and we didn't do many overdubs of anything we couldn't replicate live.
With a few bars before it?
Yeah.
The result was minimalist in execution, but also showed stylistic range, a big difference from the final Mojo Wire lineup, that excelled at no-frills garage rock back in vogue thanks to acts like the Strokes and the White Stripes. This ruthlessly economic approach imposed by me and Bryn may or may not have been fashionable, but it was also absolutely necessary. We'd refined and strengthened the various Mojo songs in our set, going from competent to speedy, and that spilled over into how we played anything. Studio time was expensive, and we lacked the money for extensive exploring, so with few exceptions we abandoned extraneous effects and complicated arrangements. If we did include something strange, like my echo bass on the lightning rod, it became more agile than epic. Bryn and Brian mostly kept their guitar tones clean, and other than some subtle compression, Billy's drums went down on tape clean too.
In the beginning, there was the Mojo Wire, and this is one of their songs. It's called How Far Away.
Another crucial decision was recording only new songs. It was important to establish Honey White's identity on record, and since our sets were full of Mojo Wire songs, we thought any new recording should contain new songs. New in this sense meant tunes not properly attempted or completed by the Mojo Wire. Every song here except Wayfaring Stranger had been floated to the Mojos in some form and either stalled or never started. Unprofessional would have fit comfortably on the final Mojo Wire album, but Honey White sped it up to a 2-minute burst of gritty garage rock on stage, galvanizing the rare tanking gig back to life.
Come on, love, forget about the pressure and the fear. Come on, love, we can't afford to waste another. Used to mean the world to me, but chasing down elusive dreams and second guessing everything. So on hell they more on me. Come on, love.
Unprofessional was a gutsy, forceful way to kick off our debut, and it basically became our theme song from then on.
You can't afford to waste another year. Oh, here we come now, here we come. So unprofessional, the song. But we know better, we know best, and we'll enter nevertheless.
And then there's the lightning rod, an absolute beast, and the short disc's centerpiece. It wasn't completely new, but Honey White transformed it from its original incarnation as the Mojo Wire's plodding Under the Sun. into a live showstopper and fan favorite. It's a huge song, propelled by my echo bass riffs and a precise yet frenzied drumming performance by Billy. The guitarists took a back seat as additional rhythm elements, but Bryn held his own on vocals.
Then just let go.
The lyric was a bloody 4-year tooth pull, but became a crucial accomplishment for me. Bryn's songwriting voice got some space too, first with sensitivity on The Sandman.
Sing them down into the dream, 'cause now you have no choice. Much to call and scream, and too silent for the noise.
Then with power on You Let Me Fall. And finally with pathos on his arrangement of Wayfaring Stranger.
I'm just a poor wayfaring stranger, traveling through this world below. There is no sickness, no toil, no danger in that bright land to which I'd go.
A somber, jazzy ode to Morphine's late frontman, The Sandman was completed at least 2 years previously, but never became a Mojo Wire song.
Down into the tree, golden fires glow. Skip along the ashen stream, show 'em how to swing it low. Sing them down into the dream, watch their breathing slow.
Likewise, You Let Me Fall was a bit older, but also didn't see release until this EP.
You always make me rise so high before you let me fall. It always keeps me spinning like I haven't moved it all.
You Let Me Fall had a biting lyric, vilifying manipulative love, backed by Billy's bravura drumming and a snarling lead riff from Brian. Wayfaring Stranger made a fitting coda, ending the disc, and many a live show, with a haunting slice of history poured through a supple honey white filter.
No dark clouds, they gather around me. I know my way is hard and steep, but beauteous fields arise before me, where God's redeem their vigils keep.
At first, starting with a demo EP felt incomplete and underdefined, but My Band Rocks got us immediate results on release, opening doors around town and earning us positive local press. We hit several gig milestones that the Mojo Wire never did, like on-campus shows at UCSB,
The cracking, splitting silence is astonishingly bold. The alley suffered tremors and the low-key rocked and rolled. The radio can't reach the only car out on the road. When we hear the lonely station static, then we know.
local TV appearances,
Always make me rise so high before you let me fall. It always keeps me spinning like I haven't moved
and club gigs in downtown Santa Barbara.
You're wrong, love. You'll never know if it's a revelation. You're wrong, love. The payoff isn't any consolation. Come on, love. Forget about the pressure and the fear. Come on, love. We can't afford to waste another year.
That was all great, but the EP was still rough enough to make us even more determined to do a proper recording session. When that happened 2 years later, we finally accomplished what the songwriting and interplay on this debut had always promised: a good album we could proudly show off to everyone. My Band Rocks was recorded from July to September 2002 at Santa Barbara Recording and was produced by Mark Anthony and Honey White. The players were Bryn DuBois on vocals and guitar, Brian Wolf on guitar, me, Keir DuBois, on bass guitar and backing vocals, and Billy Fedderson on drums. My Band Rocks was engineered, mixed, and mastered by Mark Anthony. Additional production by me, Keir DuBois, at My Band Rocks HQ in Isla Vista. All songs are written by Honey White and copyright 2002, except Wayfaring Stranger, which was traditional, arranged by Bryn DuBois and Honey White. The My Band Rocks EP is copyright 2002, all rights reserved. That's all for this episode of the My Band Rocks Audiobiography. My name is Keir DuBois. All recollections herein are mine, and if I'm wrong, I welcome any corrections or clarifications from my former bandmates or anyone else who was there. I'll return with another episode soon. Follow my infrequent band posts at MyBandRocksPod on Instagram and Twitter, or visit mybandrocks.com for a little more info. Thanks for listening.
I'm just good over